Good morning, everyone. Hmm? Oh, okay, okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our live shows. Thinking with Lachance, find the difference. This is Roy. Nice to meet you.
Hi everyone, I'm Vincent. This is our South America channel on YouTube. We are here to share information of feed, breeding, animal feed, animal health, and animal welfare. Welcome to talk with us, and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Today, we are going to share with you how to save feed cost of beef cattle breeding during pandemic, and how to increase the beef production safe and quickly, since the global beef production decreases and the price rises during the tough time.
Yes, sounds very great. And don't miss the following informations. And Vincent, what kind of food would you like to eat?
Yeah, to be honest, every delicious food I'd like to try.
Yeah, just like me.
Yeah, but beef is the preferred one. But now the price in China is too expensive, so I'm not able to have this delicious meal every day.
Yes, exactly. It's because the beef cattle's farming time is quite long. Actually, we take the examples in Argentina.
Yeah.
The beef cattle's divided by the two period. Actually,
Yeah.
it's the first from birth to the 18 months. It's called the first period. It's like the 18 months.
18 months.
Yes. After that, is not be cannot be sold yet. It must wait for the another 90 days. It's called the fattening period, and make the beef cattle's, make more fat. And like the 90 days is after it can meet the 450 kilometers standards, and after that, the beef cattle are ready to sell. So, long story short, even from the start born to the slaughters, we need to wait about like the 22 months, like the 22 years.
2 years.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God. I know, as my knowledge, I think I know just to raise beef cattle, it will take a long time, but I didn't expect it to be so long. So now I may understand why the price is so expensive now.
Yes, like the 2 years. As I mentioned, is 2 years is like everything going well. If we got some disease, some like the bacteria, and we know every country's got the policy changed, and other problem, and like the COVID-19 is like the farmers will be get the huge loss.
Huge loss. So that means 2 years hard work, but it feels like gambling.
From somehow, yes, that's correct.
Oh. Yeah. We know that broilers can grow fast and quickly, and it can be sold within 35 to 42 days.
Yes.
So I have a question: why the beef cattle cannot be like this?
Yes, actually, speak of broilers. Sometimes the broilers use some feed additives to accelerate their growth performance.
Wait. Today we are talking about beef cattle. Okay. So I want to make it clear why the beef cattle cannot grow fast like the broiler.
Yes, actually, yes, we can. We had sometimes we have the two period of the beef cattle farmings.
Yeah.
In the second period, we call the fattening period. We can use some feed additives for the beef cattle to make it grow a little faster.
Feed additives.
Yes, feed additives.
Won't it be harmful?
Well, it's not really. Take it easy, dude. Actually, it's like the vitamins. Did you eat vitamins? Vitamin C, vitamin D3.
Yeah, when the body healthy in the healthy status, Yeah, we need to supplement the vitamins or any other things.
Yes, like just like use the cattle also need some like the vitamins
Yeah.
or some feed additives to support its own growth performance.
Okay.
Yes.
So obviously, the no more feed additives in the market that cannot promote the growth performance of beef cattle. Otherwise, I won't be able to afford the beef. Yeah, So if there is one feed additive that can promote the beef cattle growth performance, effectively or no quickly, I think that will be
Great,
continuing.
right. Yes, actually, it have one product to increase the very quickly
Really?
of the growth performance. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's called the Runeos. We have done the experiment on the chili, which can increase like during the same time. Yeah. 23% of growth performance.
23%.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's amazing. So,
Yeah.
could you make an explanation of this product?
Yes, of course. I will do experiments. What is Runyo?
What is Runyo?
Yeah, I will show you a little PowerPoint about it.
Okay.
Bile acid and 70% starch. You may ask, what is bile acid? Bile acid is a main activity ingredient of the bile. It's secreted by the livers. So it's like it is a series of the sterols production in the process of castrols, the metabolism in the animal's bodies, and it have the multi biological activities. And the bile acid have the two main functions: protect liver and intestine health, and also very important, improve the fat digestions and absorptions.
Okay. Thanks for the information. Sounds great. But as a beef lover, I have to ask: is it safe?
Yes.
I don't want to take too much chemicals or antibiotics in my body. I think majority beef cattle breeders also concern the safety.
Yes, exactly. It's 100% of the safe product. I can understand your I can understand your concerns. Actually, it's Runyo is 100% of the very safety product.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
I can 100% guarantee for you.
Okay. Right. So, explain. Could you also explain why it is safe? The other products in the market. Explain it the safety.
Yes.
Yeah.
For example, it's actually from the flow chart I will show you. This I know is some you may confused with the Runyo with some like the animal ingredient product the fish meals, but this two product is quite different. For the Runyos and we got the caustic acid, and after several steps like the crystallizations, acidifications, and purifications, and after these few steps, and makes the 99% pure bile acid powders, and mix it with the starch and become two Runyos. And during these few steps, and no heavy metal residues and any bacteria will be inside. It's a pure product. And also, I know your concern. We have tested our product twice a year in the well-known institutes in the world, like the Pony, like the SGS. Make sure our product is safe and efficient.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for the information. I think I may get the point.
Yes, actually, it's our recipes of this kind of product and our production lines. also have the patent numbers, patent on this. So which means we are the only legal manufacturers of the bile acid in China. I think it also is the very biggest in the world.
Only legal one in China.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. So how it works on beef cattle?
How it works on beef cattle?
Yeah.
Actually, it's like I was mentioned. The bile acid renewal have the two main functions. The first one is have the fat digestions and absorptions. I would like to show you the videos to introduce to you.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
In modern breeding industry, fat or oil content become more and more high in feed formulation. However, it's complicated process for fat digestion with 3 steps: emulsification, digestion, and absorption. Different with emulsifiers, biolysis play an important role in the whole steps. Emulsification. Biolysis have a special structure by which combine with hydrophilic elements and lipophilic elements. One of them can fix in water and another one will insert into the fat. Under this way, fat can be emulsified into little droplets, which will help enlarge the contact areas with lipase. Digestion. The suitable pH value for lipase is 8 to 9. But the pH value in the intestine is 6 to 7. Lipase doesn't work under this condition. The lipase can be activated by bile acids. When they combine together, as bile acids can open its cap and release the catalyzed elements. In the meanwhile, the structure of lipase is also changed, which can let fat droplets contact with catalytes. Under this way, fat would be hydrolyzed into fatty acids, glycerinum and monoglyceride. Absorption. Short-chain fatty acid would be absorbed directly, while long-chain fatty acid can only be absorbed after combining into chloramicron with bile acids and a phospholipid. As one carrier, bile acids can help fatty acids get through the identification system of intestine epithelial cell and then pass into bloodstream in order to finish the absorption process.
Yes, after these videos, you may know how the bile acid works. And also, I think people may ask why we need adding bile acid, because it's some bile acid in the bodies, your bodies. It's back to, it's after this kind of bile acid is combined with the fatty acid to into the small intestine cells, it will back to the livers and for the another circles. But during these circles, every circle, we will lose the 5% of bile acid.
5%?
Yes, exactly. If we want the beef cattle to grow fast, we also add some more fat inside. So which means it's not enough the bile acid for itself. So this is 2 reasons to get we need to add extra bile acid in the feed.
So great information. So bile acids is used to assist the emulsification, digestion, and absorption.
Yes.
So that to comprehensively improve the utilization of fat.
Yes, exactly.
And improve the growth performance of beef cattle.
Yes, exactly. And after that, you as we said, and it have 2 main functions. And other functions is protect the liver and the intestine health. And when the bile acid back to the livers, it will promote the liver to secrete the thin bile acid to wash out some the microtoxins, endotoxins, and some antibiotics, heavy metal residues, to wash out this kind of harmful substance
Mhm.
out to the animal bodies to keep your animals' health.
Okay, so that is to say, besides the maximum the fat utilization,
Mhm.
and also protect the liver and intestine health
Mhm.
from both point to
Yes.
protect the beef cattle health and promote the
Growth performance.
growth performance.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right. Yeah.
So, but as my knowledge,
Mhm.
beef cattle is ruminant.
Yes.
It has 4 stomachs.
Mhm.
I have a combined acids really work in the.
Yes, next questions. I will show you a PowerPoint to explain to you how our product to work.
Okay.
Yes, we know the ruminants have the 4 stomachs. First is ruminants and the food after intake in the animal's bodies. First, we'll back to the ruminants and the restolendum and the omasum and the abomasum, and then back to the oral again. And after it chew again and doing another circles. And also we have know as ruminants, the first stomachs have the many the micrograms to break out the feed into the energies. That's why some feed additives need to be coated and then used in the beef cattle. But for the ruminant, it's different. We have done the experiments on the universities, and even after 24 hours, the content of bile acid still left like the 85%. So which means the bile acid can to smooth go to the intestines, animal intestines, and work in there.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, going to this point, I can say I'm clearly on renew now.
Mhm.
But all the contents,
Mhm.
you all said by you.
Yes.
Why not let the customer talk about it? If I was farmers or customers,
Mhm.
I'd like to hear the feedback from those who have used your product
Mhm.
and to share the effect of
Mhm.
it. Is that
Yes.
possible?
Yes, of course. And actually, we have before a few days, my colleague have the online meetings with our agents, cattle agents in the United States. And he just recently just doing the experiments on the beef cattle. He have some suggestions and how the bile acid works to suggestion to us. Maybe I can show you to on these videos.
Okay, fantastic.
Opportunity to discuss with you through this online meeting. Firstly, let me briefly introduce Dr. David Kasper. Used to work as the professor of South Dakota State University, and has worked with world famous companies such as Cargill and McNass, and he has his own company, Casper's Cup Ranch. Dr. David Casper has a rich experience in ruminant academic research and market. Today, our topic is about the growth of calves. I believe it is a great concern issue for companies and farmers that raise calves. So, Dr. David Casper, could you share your suggestions on promoting the growth of calves?
Yes. So we want calves on our farms to double their body weight from birth by 60 days of age. So by the time the calf is 60 days old, we want it to double its birth weight. And so our programs need to be set up to ensure that that happens, both from the standpoint of high quality milk replacers or high quality pasteurized milk that would be available on the farm to get that calf off to a fast start with no health challenges so that it can gain body weight to double its weight in 60 days.
Mm-hmm. Is there any suggestion about the management?
Yes, well, of course, when the calf is born, we want to make sure that it gets like a gallon of colostrum from its mother, because that colostrum is very high in immune globulins, and those immune globulins are what will provide immunity to diseases and pathogens in the baby calf. And that colostrum needs to be fed preferably within the first 8 to 12 hours, but definitely the absorption of immunoglobulin ceases by 24 hours of age. So the more colostrum you can get into the calf within the first few hours of birth will be a big advantage to that calf. For example, calves that do not get colostrum have a 75% chance of dying due to diseases from typical pathogens like E. coli, salmonella, and clostridium. So getting the colostrum into the calf is very, very important to getting that calf off to a fast start with no health challenges.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Casper. For the nutrients for the calves, we usually add some feed additive to the calves. Could you share your suggestions about the some feed additives such as animal acids and minerals?
Yeah, so the milk replacer that we currently use or I've developed is a 22-20, which is 22% crude protein, 20% fat, but it has the amino acid level of actually a 24% protein. So by the use of synthetic amino acids like methionine, lysine, threonine, valine, tryptophan, we raise the amino acid levels up to a 24, but we let the crude protein come down to 22, which actually makes a better amino acid energy balanced milk replacer for the calf. And this milk replacer is more, in my opinion, more properly balanced for protein and energy so that we drive frame growth in the calf from day one. And so one of the things I'm very proud of my program is that I get very good frame growth in these young newborn calves because it is the most economical time to put frame growth into this calf. So then later on, we can add more of the weight from the standpoint of muscle and other development aspects of the calf.
Okay, I see. Thank you. Is there any other feed additive to promote the growth and feed intake, or you tried in your ranch?
So yes, typical feed additives that we might use would be along the line of essential oils because they have basically antibiotic-like activities, but they are not antibiotics. So our government today limits our use of antibiotics like oxytetracycline. And so that is one of the additives that we rely on heavily to help maintain intestinal health. We also do feed what you would call direct-fed microbial. So we will feed some live bacteria in the milk replacer as well. And then along comes the bile salts that we just did the research trial on to aid in fat digestion or energy absorption by the calf. And this is where our study in the very early part showed when we were dealing with cold stress that we seen the calves fed bile salts maintain and even put on body weight, whereas the animals that were on the control levels lost weight. So the calves fed the bile salts are getting more energy out of the milk replacer that they were consuming, which allowed them to have more energy to deal with the cold stress.
Okay, Dr. David Kessler, thank you for your suggestions.
Okay.
Quite long video, right?
Yeah. Welcome back. So thanks to the Dr. Casper's explain. This is really wonderful. He sharing a lot of great knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the review is really helpful to the doctor, and it is really helpful for the
Performance.
group performance, and a really nice product for the beef cattle farmers.
Yes, exactly.
And if you have any question, and please leave your comments and contact information in the content area. We will answer you as soon as possible.
Yes. If you are interested in the product, you can connect with us. And here, connect with this email address. And we have the agents in the more than 30 countries can directly to improve the product.
Okay, if you, of course, you can also leave a message directly in the comment area. We will take time to answer your question in the next live show. We will be your most effective consultant in breeding. Of course, they are free. Yeah. Yeah. Hoping the information we share today can be helpful to you.
Yes.
Thank you all for your watching and accompanying. Yeah. Together with us to make your breeding no longer difficult. Yeah. Think with Lachance, find the difference. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.